All right. Hello, everybody. Good morning. Thank you for joining me today for an Atlantic League game. This is a pre-recorded game between Ryan Pindulic, Harry Wu. A very important game. Winner of this game wins Group C and gets a bye in the playoffs. Ryan is our two-time defending champion, but Harry is no slouch himself. He's performed well in Atlantic League, was runner-up a couple of years ago, and is looking to get back to the finals. Now, like I said, this game's pre-recorded. Both players have already qualified for the playoffs. So this is just these players are just jockeying for seeding at this point. These two have qualified for the playoffs from Group C, along with Ted Livermore and Michael McKibben. So without further ado, let's get underway. We're watching from Ryan's side. He's the USSR for this one, and he's got a monster here, folks. We've got 2 4-ops. We've got Duck. We've got D-Stall. And now this hand is a little bit tricky. So obviously it's great to have both Marshall and NATO, so you know you're going to be able to get NATO off for free on AR1. Beyond that, you can coup with Duck to lower DEFCON and prep your D-Stall. From there, it gets mildly tricky because you're going to probably have to D-Stall out of Europe. You're going to have to de-stall out of Europe, and EEU becomes problematic, and you're pretty limited on ops otherwise. And you definitely don't want to use Truman until after the de-stall. So, it'll be interesting to see how Ryan plays this. The other thing, Ryan doesn't really seem to have much of a headline. I guess it's blockade. You really don't want to use Truman is the issue. You'd love to get Truman out of the deck. But you don't want to lose that one influence in Europe because you're going to need it for your D-stall. So a tough decision here for Ryan. He could use Blockade, but he's got D-stall in his hand. Blockade's going to do nothing here, and then you get it out of the deck forever. Exactly, Ryan. Yeah, tough headline choice. It's a great hand. I'd take this hand 10 times out of 10. But yeah, I absolutely would not D-stall, especially with that setup in Europe, although Harry is a 3-3-2 man in general. Yeah, is it Truman or is it Blockade? If you use, so normally this would be Truman, but you're going to have to de-stall out. This is tricky. I don't know what Ryan's going to do, and he's thinking hard about it. Yeah, he's going to headline Blockade. Okay. Hoping it would get defectored. He headlines Blockade. This will, I'm sure, be a Europe attack card. We'll see if Ryan decides to go for a coup of Italy or if he goes for a coup of Iran. Oh, my goodness. Wow. That's huge. Harry does not have a Europe attack card. He doesn't have Warsaw. He doesn't have Comic-Con. Doesn't even have a US 3. Instead has to dump US Japan to Blockade, which is just brutal. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I think I like this play from Ryan. Okay. And he rolls a 4. That's a great roll for Ryan because normally you don't want to do that with a duck coup because that invites a coup back. You give up the last shot in Iran. But if Harry does coup back here, Ryan's going to get a really nice clean D-stall into Thailand, Angola, or probably Laos, Angola, Venezuela, and Chile. Yep, it is. We will see the coup, and Harry misses. Oh boy, Ryan already in great shape here. Now he's going to get this D-stall. So this is clearly one Thailand or Laos. I would go Laos instead here, so we can have Asia Dom. And because Harry's response here would be to, if he has Asia, he would just dump it immediately. And Laos means he can't do that. So, but this is fine. This puts a ton of pressure on early. Yeah, this is a very good D-stall. And Harry behind the 8 ball early despite being up 3 VPs. Okay, and you know what? So I still know a thing or two about this game. I still know a thing or two about Twilight Struggle. And Harry gets away with Asia at -1. So yeah, one Lebanon for sure. I don't know if we need one Iran. I would put one into West Germany here for sure. Although I guess we have Truman and we plan on giving it up. So, okay, we're going to protect Thailand. We're going to go Lebanon. We're going to go Iran and get into Brazil. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, all right. All right, feeling good that I called that here. Harry gets out of Israel into Egypt. Makes perfect sense. Ryan, yeah, this is definitely a resolve Truman and put one into West Germany play. That worked out very well for him. Thought Harry might close off West Germany, but Harry has demonstrated that he doesn't have a single 3. Whoa, and Harry has Middle East. What? Wow. Gonna have to ask Harry about that play after the game. Wow, that is a surprise to see Middle East not headline like that. Now, I understand you might want to headline Marshall instead. Sometimes, even sometimes defectors instead, if you've got a hand where a purge is just so totally unacceptable. But to headline CNS over Middle East, I don't think I've ever seen that from a U.S. player, especially one as accomplished as Harry. Okay, and Harry also spaces decall here, so the blockade turns out great. Ryan's blockade turned out great for him. This is just a one-op, and you've got to get into, yeah, I'm sure Ryan would have rather spaced that, but you want to get into Zaire with CIA around. So Ryan's blockade gets Harry to space decall, and it gets U.S.-Japan out. Okay, he misclicked. Okay, there we go. Yeah, there we go. So we don't need to ask Harry about that after the game. Okay, here we go, turn 2. And, oh boy, Purge is tempting. Purge is tempting, but Defectors is around. Europe is also tempting, but Marshall is around. De Gaulle is quite reasonable as well. Lots of good choice. Oh, Marshall's around. Marshall's not around. Marshall's in our hand. I'm an idiot. Sorry, Europe is completely safe. And in fact, would probably be my headline here. Yeah, sorry. Sorry, folks. Sometimes I say stupid things. See, I said a smart thing last turn, said a stupid thing this turn. This, to me, would be just a Europe headline. And then we get a nice coup on Panama, and we go our merry way. We don't give up Milops. Yeah, and I don't want to give up this Europe Dom. Could see containment here from Harry. Beyond that, there's not much. Truman is gone like we've seen. This is almost certainly, this would be a Europe headline for me, a nice 2-op coup in Panama, and then just start filling up countries. I would not get too aggressive. I'd be happy to get rid of Europe for 0. Oh, I forgot. Again, I say another stupid thing. CIA is around. But you know what? I think if you're Ryan, you might be okay with that. Yes, you give up 5 VPs immediately, which is annoying. But CIA now gone forever, and you still get the coup. This is not a harmful hand to show to CIA. So, yeah, and Harry's thinking about this. He's thinking about it. Was not thinking about CIA. Okay, and there is the play. Okay, so Harry picks up 5 VPs. and to go to +7. But this board looks much better for Ryan. Okay, this is clearly a coup of Panama. The question is what with? Are you going to coup like you mean it, or are you just going to take a 2-op coup for mil-ops and leave it at that? The other pressing issue is South Korea. You might see Harry trigger the war. Okay, Ryan's going to split the difference, and it's the perfect decision. And yep, I was going to say the other big issue is South Korea, and Harry loses the war, so Ryan's going to get South Korea. Right now, the roll's just all going Ryan's way. Ryan hit the coup on Iran. Harry missed his coup back. Ryan just hit that war. And Harry up 5 VPs, but in some serious trouble. Yep. 100% agree with the headline, even though you gave up 5 VPs, Ryan. CIA gone forever. We've gotten our mil-ops. IP war was seen turn 1, so we're going to pick up 2 of those 5 right away. Maybe even find time. NORAD's going to be spaced. We might even find time to event Fidel here. I'm not sure. Okay, independent Reds. Not much left to do. Yeah, one Malaysia is pretty impotent at this point from Harry. That horse is out of the barn. I think you still overprotect Thailand, though. You do not want it jammed. Yeah, this has to happen. This has to happen. Just go ahead and confirm this. So NORAD has to be spaced, and then we have the ops of Purge. The question is Ryan going to want the 2 ops of Fidel, or will he take the event on turn 2? Ryan presumably going to want to take Iraq. And maybe solidify South America a little bit. But you can also do that on turn 3, presuming you don't get purged. So Harry also, let's keep in mind, Harry should have 4 more VPs on the board. Should have gotten Middle East off for 4 in the turn 1 headline, which would have meant he'd be +9. Okay, 5-year plan for ops. Yeah, I got to take Libya. Going to go with the overprotect. Yep, I'm going to have to fill Southeast Asian countries, and we'll see how hard Ryan wants to push for this Dom. NORAD to space makes sense. I'd like to get, if I'm Ryan, I'd like to get 1 into Argentina by the end of the turn. I'd like to take Iraq by the end of the turn. So that's 3 ops that certainly need to be spent. And then the 4th probably goes into South America. I don't know that you are wanting to take Pakistan and India right now. I might take the Fidel event. Okay, Harry misses on the space roll, but he does have double space. Okay, and Ryan wants the ops of Fidel, which I think makes sense. He's got battlegrounds to fill. Okay, 2 Pakistan makes sense. That gives him 5 countries. So now Malaysia and Philippines won't be enough to stop Dom. Then you've got to get 1 into India. I would like one in India, 2 Iraq, and 1 Argentina. I think would be my AR6. one Jordan. Yeah, that has to happen. That has to happen. I think Argentina would be my last one to stop any miracle realign situation in Chile. There we go. Okay, Italy only at 3, but Ryan with no access to Italy. Well, and now he does have access to Italy. Ryan probably very happy to get Warsaw. Harry, meantime, probably happy to see Warsaw gone, and East Germany and Poland only at 5, and EEU coming back into the deck on turn 3. Sokovs has been seen, but obviously could be redrawn. We'll see if Harry wants to take Saudi and set up a Middle East Dom. Or no, he won't set up a Middle East Dom, rather, because he does not have a non-battleground. Ryan picks up Containment. Comic-Con gets Nasser and Suez, which means Harry gets... Okay, and some nice redraws here. I wonder if this is a De Gaulle headline. You maybe make the De Gaulle headline here, flip France with Marshall. You're never going to get the Dom, but you at least take France. You give up the coup. You get Algeria, though, and then you get your Mill-Ops later with AI War. I think I like that play. Although Defectors is around, I believe. I believe his Defectors is known in Harry's hand. So, okay. All right. Well, that makes Nasser a better headline because we would not have been able to take France. So Ryan will take a 2-op coup, get his Mill-Ops, needs a 6 on this roll to flip Libya. He gets a 4. Okay. So Harry will presumably refill. Yeah, not much Harry can do about Asia unless he's got IP war. Wonder, yeah, I think Ryan is going to have to fill up South America. This might be a situation where you play De Gaulle for the event mid-turn just to get access to Algeria, but, well, now you wouldn't. Now you will not do that. Okay, so Ryan wants to take a Middle East Dom, which makes sense. Middle East probably a better headline than Purge there if you're Harry. Oh, IP war, huge IP war, and it misses. Harry cannot get the rolls today. All right, Ryan's just got to fill up these countries. I wonder if we will... Okay. So Ryan would probably like to Space Marshal, put AI War into Argentina, and then Containment into Chile. Okay, there goes Sokovs. Sokovs and Suez in the discard. This De Gaulle is Ryan's last meaningful chance to contest Europe. So I wonder if we're going to see a De Gaulle hold here. Thanks for watching, Tim. Somebody else be chatty, though. Somebody else be chatty. I see we've got a few viewers here. Somebody else be chatty. De Gaulle makes sense as a hold here, but if you're going to hold... Oh, and there's Asia. Ugh, what an ugly redraw for Harry to give up 8 VPs. And, okay, Ryan is not going to hold De Gaulle. Looks like he's going to hold Marshall instead to get these countries filled up, which makes sense. Don't want VOA. All right, there is Romanian, which doesn't really do anything. Containment here, which Harry knows he's getting. Yeah, this was fine. Might have gone a third in Panama, but one South Africa is fine. Now VOA can take you out of all of Africa, but doesn't get you out of Panama. So that makes sense. Just get one into South Africa, get access there. There's Vietnam, which again we knew about. Okay, Harry down 4 VPs. He's behind in the Middle East. He's behind in Asia. He's controlled in South America. Okay, Middle East scoring is a good card for us to get. Africa scoring and decall is really good for us to get. And VOA in our hand is nice as well. Oh my goodness. Africa. So, oh boy. Oh, goodness gracious. Decall plus scoring Africa AR1 is a presenceless Dom. Muslims plus scoring Middle East AR1 is presenceless Dom, but as Ryan just pointed out, Harry does have a known defectors. Harry has a known defectors. Yeah, this is a tough decision. Harry held defectors through to turn 4. Yeah, Muslims and score Middle East would be 8 VPs. Is Harry going to headline defectors? No, it's going to be grain. And that's a great pull with grain. But Harry's going to have to fix this damage instead of cooing, I think. Or maybe he'll say, you know what, I'm far enough behind. I'm going to coup Iran and just hope I get a 4. Which would be reasonable at this stage. Right? Remember, he doesn't know Ryan has the scoring. No, he's going to coup Angola. Very surprising. Okay. Well, Ryan will take his 8. Now, he's probably going to be giving some of those back in Africa now, especially with the lack of ops, but decall will help him. Yeah, boy, Ryan would be on the doorstep here if he'd gotten that Asia Dom turn 1. He'd be up 17 in all likelihood, at least 16. Okay, Harry with a 3-op. He's going to take back Libya and Nigeria. Makes sense. Yeah, and Ryan won't be happy to see decall. Ryan's going to get dominated in Africa this turn, barring something crazy happening. But he did pick up 8 in the Middle East, so I think he'll stomach it. He just needs to survive till South America comes around. And speaking of survival, CIA is gone forever, grain in the discard. Ryan's going to have to give Camp David, which is only a mild annoyance here. He's going to have to give Independent Reds, which is also only a mild annoyance. Yeah, was decall better? There goes defectors. Oh, wow. Okay, Ryan gets, just as I said, Ryan's going to need a domination. He does not. And he gets out of Africa. Okay, here's the event. We get South America. Okay, well, those are some nice discards. Those are some very nice discards to dump South America Gunman and Fidel. Harry's hand not very good. Okay, Ryan needs his mill ops, and just like that, only Central and Europe are unscored. Portuguese is no big deal. We'll take the coup back there and cleanly miss, but it doesn't really matter. Okay. Yeah, it is a nice astronaut to keep Harry alive. But Harry needs to make some noise in some of these regions in a hurry. Now, Sadat will help in the Middle East. Central, now that Fidel is gone, Central's even, and we could theoretically take Cuba, maybe set up a dom that way. Europe is good. Europe's good. Middle East will be good once we get Sadat. Africa, we're currently ahead. ABM helps. This has got to be Panama, right? And it will be a big role there. Well, maybe Harry redrew Central. Or didn't redraw it, rather. Just drew it with Kennedy. Yeah, just put ops in a battleground somewhere here if you're Ryan. Okay. Well, this game has gotten a little bit more interesting. A for P. I wonder if that's going to take Cuba. No, it won't. Just going to protect Angola and take a VP in Southeast Asia when that comes around. I wouldn't bother with this. This is better. Yeah, just do this. This is better. The poke of Mexico also wouldn't have been crazy there. Because Harry's likely going to coup Guatemala here and set up a presenceless dom in Central. If he can. So Ryan up 9. And he's ahead in Asia. Okay, Willie to space. And Harry hits it. So Harry's going to have headline peak and probably for the foreseeable future. Okay, we get both scorings. And we get libs. Okay, a pretty nice hand here for Ryan, absent the 2 scorings. We can get out of Central for -1 if we want to with libs. Salt can pick up... What's Salt going to pick up? It can't pick up Brush. We would look at a Brush of Italy, but it could pick up ABM. I think this is just libs, though. It's pretty nice, easy libs. And we just hope we don't see junta. Yeah. Poke Mexico might have been a good play from Ryan there on turn 4. Harry probably would have then had to give Willie, repair Mexico, and then repair West Germany as well. But instead, Max is very sad that the Willie is in space. So we've seen ABM, have not seen Brush, have not seen Junta. You think if Harry had Junta, we would probably see it here in the headline. VOA is gone. CRGs doesn't do that much. It's still good. You get 1 Thailand, 1 Laos, probably 1 Philippines, and 1 probably just go all Southeast Asia at this point. Sadat is fine, but can wait. Wonder what Harry's thinking here. Ooh, 5-year plan headline. What's this going to hit? Not a scoring, Harry hopes. Okay, 5-year plan hitting special does very little. It does cut Ryan's hand size a little bit. Okay, this is clearly the play. And then I think you just take Mexico and allow the coup. Right? I mean, this is... If you had a 4-op, you could take Mexico and poke West Germany. But I think this is a good play. Big old NATO coup. Okay, Mo. Oh my goodness me. What a disaster of a 1. Just enough there, but he's not going to be happy to see Mr. Guevara. Okay, Botswana misses, but yeah. Okay, Ryan now going to turn Central around. Central was looking really nice for Harry, but Ryan looks like he's going to score a dom now. Wonder if we'll see a jam. We will. Yeah, and Ryan can fix here, but he's running out of ARs and he's running out of cards. Okay, Ryan gives up China. That makes Ussuri interesting. Ussuri could get into Western Asia. But obviously Asia is scored and Central is the more pressing priority. Let's see if Harry has brush, we'll certainly see it now, although I think we would have seen it before that jam. Harry might try even realigns here in Cuba. Oh, okay. Yeah, instead that stops Dom and threatens the realigns. I think you've got to allow you could coup, but then you have to score on both of your last 2 ARs. I would just take my 2, I think. Okay. Okay. Well, Ryan does set up the Dom. But he's got 2 scoring cards in his hand. Okay. Oh, need a huge roll here, and he does not get it. Okay, Ryan picks up 4. Just 1 pip short on the central dom, being able to prevent central dom. Quag goes to space. Harry really wants those 3 VPs. Does not get them. He will get 5 out of Europe. Wonder if we'll see Harry double space here. Yeah, okay. All right, I called something. Yeah, I like that. Getting Ussuri into Western Asia, into Thailand, that creates some problems for Ryan. Oh, but Ryan gets some really nice answers. He picks up Junta, which can lower DEFCON and then let him fix the problems in Asia. He picks up Duck as well, which probably is just going to be UN, but we'll see. 1 small step can stop the double, but this is a clear Junta headline. Even though Junta itself isn't going to do much, you're just going to put 2 in Panama and coup it, probably. Although, maybe you put 2, maybe even put 2 in Nicaragua and coup Panama so that you can fix Asia. South African's an annoying card too, but Junta is much more pressing, I think. Clear Junta. Everything is scored now other than Southeast Asia. And if Harry has Southeast Asia, I expect he will dump it in the headline if he doesn't have anything better. Although CRG's is around. So CRG could take Laos, could take Philippines. Ah, bear trap. Okay. Ryan needs 6 here, and he's not going to get it. Bear trap is important. Okay. Yeah, I would have thought maybe you put 1, 2 in Nicaragua to stop those real lines, but okay. Now 4-op, we're going to see Thailand flipped over, for sure. Yep. Okay, Southeast Asia is going to be right now 4. For Ryan. No, excuse me. It's going to be 4 for Harry. And more importantly, with the flip of Thailand and Laos, that's going to stop Asia Dom long term. Maybe, I wonder if Ryan, I guess you have to take back those countries in Asia. I wonder if Harry's going to try the realigns in Cuba now. Fidel is in the discard, so it's coming back next turn. Yeah, South African is probably an event. Cultural is probably an event. One small step is probably an event, but you need to coup. Salt could be an event as well. Frankly, all of these cards could easily be events. But Ryan will certainly play some ops. Have not seen Brush yet. Harry is making some progress here. He's still down 9 VPs. You'd still much rather be Ryan in this game. But once Sadat comes, Harry will be even in the Middle East. He's ahead in Europe. He should get some points out of Southeast Asia, and he's stopped Asia Dom long term. He's ahead in Africa, and maybe some realigns. Ooh, he's going to use puppets for realigns instead of the event. Interesting, but it works. Puppets would have been a nice event there, potentially. Just get something into South America. Maybe put one in Uruguay. Okay, Ryan is going to salt now. For ABM, I think ABM probably just going to get used in Africa. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you'd much rather be Ryan, but certainly Ryan's got a nice hand here as well. But yeah, Harry's made this game a lot closer than we probably thought it would have been come turn 3 once we saw that Asia redraw. Okay, we will bury you coup in Zaire, presumably. Yeah, that's what it's... Oh, a brutal one. Oh, my goodness. That is a terrible one. And it's going to give up 3 VPs as well, of course, because Ryan has UN. So that's going to take Ryan up to plus 12. Yeah, the board is pretty even. Maybe even Harry's a little ahead. It's just those 9 VPs. Harry also ahead in space. So there's that. It's definitely arms race here. There's no chance we're getting arms race off. Yeah, so now Harry gives up 3 VPs there and doesn't get a battleground to show for it. Ryan picks up ABM. Worked very well for him. Harry still could flip Pakistan with China if he wants to, but it's not really going to change the domination situation. It's also going to be very vulnerable to Brush. Okay, yeah, getting Sadat out, important before we see a Libya poke. Middle East now 2 ops away from being even and is already shuttle even. Ryan probably going to want to get something into Israel, but I like this event. This is an annoying event. Wonder if we'll see Ryan hold ABM through. Okay, Nixon going back in the deck. No. Okay, Ryan wants his mill ops. He's going to get them. Needs anything but a 1. And, of course, Ryan hits his roll. So now Ryan flips back Africa, and he's got Dom. Yeah, that was a big roll. I think I would trigger one small step here. Hold cultural and UN. Get one small step as a card you definitely want back in the deck. Yeah, that's fine. I think I would trigger one small step here. But Ryan may be thinking, you know what, I just don't want to get into a situation where I can't space 2s. Either way, I would play one small step here, regardless of how you're going to do it, just to get it back in the deck. And then I think holding cultural is fine. Usuri has been evented. Nixon is in the discard, so we can trigger cultural on turn 7 just as well as we can turn 6. Okay, Ryan is going to event one small step. Brezhnev, I wonder if that... Yeah, okay. Even up the Middle East and take a point in Southeast Asia like that play. Okay. So we had to turn 7. Ryan is up 12. And he's got South America control. Harry doesn't even have influence in there. And Ryan also with Africa Dom as well. Or no, I don't think he maybe doesn't have Dom anymore. Oh, he does. Okay. Southeast Asia still to come, which now is going to be 5. And a brush. Brush comes and Ryan picks it up. Also gets the scoring. Oh my goodness, look at those redraws. Ryan, if you're watching, come on, man. How'd you do it? All 3 power cards in this hand, including 2 redraws. Wow, what a hand. So I think this is an ABM coup of Thailand. Oh, unbelievable redraws. Junta's not going to do a ton for you outside the headline, but it's great that it's in our hand and you can just safely dispose of it turn 7. You could hold it, although I think you're probably going to want to see UN. You're going to want to see a UN of NORAD. Yeah, I mean there's a clear ABM of Thailand. You don't want to brush Thailand, and you're holding Southeast Asia, and it's known. What unbelievable redraws. Ryan's thinking, but I'm not sure what he's thinking about. I guess CRG. Now, that is the thing. CRG is in Harry's hand. But CRG doesn't do much in Africa. But with Peak, I just hit colonials. Yeah. Yeah, but I still think... Yeah, okay. Okay. But CRG's not going to do much. Probably... Yeah. Oh, there's a redraw. Okay, well... I don't think it mattered. That was... that's a nice redraw for Harry. Okay. Well, Ryan will just take his coup in Nigeria. Yeah. No, makes sense, Ryan. Then it didn't even really matter. Okay. I would just take my 2-op coup in Africa, I think. Yeah, I just do this. Just this. Yeah, okay. That's good. Ryan now with a commanding lead in Africa to go with his South America control. Brush still coming, and Italy is a tempting target here. I will say, Harry does have the Pope in his hand. Warsaw is gone, and Eastern Europe only at 5 apiece. So I'm just gonna put that out there. Yeah, Harry. I think Ryan, you probably weren't going to flip Thailand. The question is, you could score it with Thailand uncontrolled, save the 2 VPs, and then if Harry coups, maybe we take it then. Or maybe Harry repairs and we still get a coup. But regardless, defectors was going to make that impossible. But yeah, Europe control is a thing for Harry. And it's an important thing because Harry does not lead in any regions other than Europe. Okay, here's 4-op. Yeah, and Harry's got to protect. Yeah, you hate to do this, but you have to protect Europe. You have to protect Italy from a brush. Might be worth a swing on it anyway, although probably Panama will be the play. Okay, this takes East Germany and Poland to 4. Very uncomfortable. Really uncomfortable. Europe control situation. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. Yeah, Jim knows I'm thinking about it. And the Pope known in Harry's hand. So he's not going to surprise Ryan with it. Ryan, though, has cultural. You've got to think cultural is going to be an event. We'll see if Harry's got a 3 to flip Laos back, but he might just play CRG here. But CRG doesn't do much of anything. It's going to probably take non-battlegrounds in Africa to stop Dom. Yeah, CRG's just not that good here. But yeah, and there it is. Let's see what he's going to do with it. Yeah, that for sure. And then, yeah, you're just going to take... Okay, but this is an easy repair, right? UN of NORAD, you're going to repair that, and Zaire. Okay, evidently not Zaire. I think I would just overprotect Zaire. Yeah, this is the play. This is the clear play. Southeast Asia now looks like it's going to be 4 for Harry. Still not enough to get him out of War Games trouble. And more crucially, we might see a brush on Thailand. OPEC to space. Harry needs these VPs and he doesn't get them. This is a... Okay, now you're going to brush Thailand. Oh, okay. He rolls the 1. JR, hope you're watching. So Junta got defected. Brush missed. We'll see what ABM does. Ryan's going to have to play it this turn. Harry knows about... Yeah, I'm surprised. Okay. A little surprised that wasn't an event. Maybe Harry redrew Africa. But yeah, I think you got a score here. Omit seems like a pretty good event here. Oh! Wow. What a terrible redraw. And that explains the lack of an Omit event. Wow. What a terrible redraw. So Harry redraws Asia turn 3 and has to give up 8. And then he redraws South America turn 7 and has to give up another 8. Just miserable luck for Harry there. And yeah, Ryan needs to be thinking about, that. Because Harry's got the Pope. I mean, I'd be putting more in Europe. That 1 in Africa is really not going to make that much difference. Africa scoring still wins you the game. Africa scoring is still GG, even without that dom. Yeah. That's miserable. All right. Ryan picks up Asia, which is +2, but decall's going to get him dom, and that should do it. A decall headline into an AR1 Asia would be GG. Yeah, this is a clear decall. Grain is going to pull Asia. Okay. Well, I guess you've got to score this. As brutal as that is, you have to score this. Right? Ryan has 6 countries to Harry's 5. He's only not dominated because of shuttle. You have to score here. Yep. And if I'm Ryan, I'm triggering Yuri right now. Right? Don't you trigger Yuri and Samantha right here? Which means Harry can't coup. Zimbabwe's fine. Yep. Yeah, this is just a Yuri event here for Ryan. Yeah, Jim saw it. I would play Yuri first, and then we can coup at our leisure. Who cares if Harry dumps gunman? Okay, Ryan gonna coup and not hit. But yeah, we need to event Yuri because we don't want Harry to. We want to make sure that we get VPs on Millops. Yeah. So Harry, yes, Jim, as you said, Harry can still get 3 VPs off of space. Okay, that's going to take back Panama and Algeria. Yuri event should have been evented before, but now certainly, just trigger it. Yeah, there we go. That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. We have this 1 on the board. Yuri event is much better. Okay, this is fine. Just get ops into Europe. We're getting to the point where I'd probably put almost every op I had into Europe. I would want East Germany at least 7, Poland at least 9. I'm fine if you want to repair AWACS. Yuri should be an event. Puppets is just not that big a deal here on turn 8. Okay, now, Ryan. Surely now. Thank you. Okay, Ryan spaces. Harry spaces to try and get some elbow room with Yuri, and he does not get the roll. Yeah, this is fine. I think this we should be GG coming up here. Iron Lady, I think, needs to be spaced. Grain is gone, so Ryan not worried anymore about not being able to space Grain, and in fact would love to turn off Star Wars. But I think our friend Harry is cooked. A valiant effort. Fought hard in the mid-war. Really clawed his way back in the game, but just some devastating redraws on both sides. Just too much for him. Summit for the event, and that's not going to do it. All right. Thank you for watching, folks. So congratulations to Ryan. He gets his 5th win and will win Group C. Harry falls to 4-3, but that's going to be good enough to make the playoffs in Group C. So Harry, like I said, concludes his season at 4-3. He's going to go in as the number 4 seed. Michael McKibben will jump up to 3. Ted will be the 2. Ryan the 1 out of Group C. So look forward to seeing all 4 of those players in the playoffs. And thank you to Ryan and Harry for sending in the video. But until next time, this is Justin Abramson signing off. That was fun, but now it's done. So long, everybody.